Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to make StarWar Game from scratch. So this is a rescue mission. In this game there are 2 people and 1 robot. They are entering in a castle to rescue 2 people. When we press the space key, the players will take the swords. On the way, they have to defeat the enemy robots and drones. The player's lifeline is 8, so before it ends, we have to defeat the enemies. In the second room, there is a locked door and only the robot can unlock it by signing in the machine next to the door. Here comes a bridge. In this room there is a big monster robot with a protection layer around it. We have to stab 4 times to break the protection. Now it's gone and we can easily defeat the monster robot. This is the last room. We can see the imprisoned people there and 2 guards. There is a drone that blows fire. Before our lifeline ends, we have to escape from it. Yeah, the people are free now and the game ends here. Well, let's start. I have already set up the backdrops and some bushes over here. Now let's make the players and the robot. So I'm going to take the paint option and draw a rectangle here. Now take a circle and then draw it here. And then select this fully and make it small like this, and then keep it here. Then duplicate this. And in the next costume, choose the same color which you gave for the body and then draw 1 line here to make the hand. Then just make the sword. So I'm going to take gray color and then draw it here with no outline. Then take blue and draw 1 more line here. And now just duplicate this again. And in this costume, select only the sword and then turn it like this and keep it here. And then draw 2 more blue lines here. and then take this option and then just take it up like this. And now duplicate this again and then delete these two lines. So we made one person. Now let's make the other person. So I'm going to duplicate this, and in this one I'm going to change the color of the sword. I'm going to change it to green. Okay. And now let's make the robot. Make the outline a little sharp and keep it at the middle here. And then take a rectangle and make it black and draw it at the sides here. And then keep it here. And keep the same at the other side. And now duplicate this and then draw one line here and then draw one more rectangle here. And now let's do the program. Now go to the backdrops and then take a green flag option, and it should switch costume by costume 1, which is this one, and then it should go to X should be 0 and Y should also be 0. So it's like that. Then now let's do the program for this player. So just keep its position here and then drag this block and keep it here. Then just take a green flag option and then keep it here. Now just take a forever block, and now if we click the up arrow key, the player will go forward. So I'm going to take this. When you up arrow pressed, change Y by 5, and if we press the down arrow, it should go down. Okay, so just keep minus here. So now it's going forward and now backward. Okay, now let's make it go left and right. So I'm going to duplicate this and keep it down here. Delete the change Y block and keep left and right here, and it should turn towards right and left when we press the left or right arrow. So I'll keep this one here and keep it 5, and this one here. Now let's see how it works. So it's moving the opposite way, so I have to make it turn the other way. So I'll just take this and keep this here and then this here, so I can spin it in the correct way. But if it's pointing this way, it's still going up. So just go to the costumes and then select this. Just it should point towards this side, so it can go up. Keep it like this for this sprite also, for all costumes also here. Okay, now let's just change this and then keep move 5 steps and move minus steps by in the down arrow. And first it should point upwards, so I'll keep this one up here. So now I can control it and it can go anywhere. And also it has to be in the first costume, which is with nothing like this. Okay, now let's just make one more sprite. So I'm going to paint one more sprite and then just copy this one and then paste it here. Make it smaller and then keep it in the middle here. Then take a circle and just make any color you want, and then just keep a circle here and make it black, and its outline should be sharp like this. And also you have to make this go to the back layer so we can see this. You also have to make the same for the robot and this player too. And now let's do the program. So we need to make one variable, player, and click on OK and delete the my variable. And here, okay, now here when the green flag is clicked, forever, if the costume number is equal to 1, which is this one, it should set the variable to 1, and if it's 2, it should set it to 2 like this, and do the same way for 3 also, like this. And that's it. So now go to this guy and then take an if block and keep it here, not an if block, an if else block, and keep this all in the if block, in the if place like this. And now if the variable player is equal to 1, all of this should happen, and go down and keep an if block. If the player variable is equal to 2, it should follow this guy. So to make it follow, just take one this distance to sprite 3, which is this one, and then if the distance, okay, so just keep it like this and just click on this block, and it's 76 here. So if it's greater than, okay, let me see what is it. Okay, 79, and that one you have to keep it here. Then it should point towards sprite 3, and Then move 5 steps. So now let's see how it's working. Okay, now I'll make it this far. Okay, so I might add. Okay, let's see it. So let me just make this line a little bit more sharp so that I can see which sprite it is. Okay, so it's following like this. Okay, now duplicate this and keep it down this block. And if it's 3, it should follow the robot, so it should be sprite 4. And also don't forget to change it here. So now let's see whether it's following that one. So okay, so one more program I should fit here. Okay, when the sprite is clicked, it should change its costume. So when I click, it's every time changing its costume. Okay, when I make the robot, it's following the robot. Okay, now let's make if this player touches the red lines, it should not go there. So I'm going to duplicate these blocks, and then first let's do it for up arrow. So when the up arrow is clicked, just keep an if else block. If touching, color the lines here. It should not be able to go there. So okay, so I have to keep this first here. So I have to keep move 5 steps, else it should not do anything. So I'll just keep -1. Not -1, -5, and now let's see how that is working. So I cannot go there. Okay, now duplicate this, just delete this one. Okay, now just put it down here, and if it's down arrow, you have to just exchange this like this, so it cannot go there. Okay, that's it. Okay, now let's make the program for the other guy. Okay, now just drag this and drop it at this player, and just do a little bit change. Just make it, if the player is equal to 2, go down and here change it to 1, sprite 1 everywhere here, and now again drag this program and drop it to this robot, and now we got it. Here it should change to 3, go down and then change this to 2, here also 2, and here also 2, sprite 2. Now let's see how it's working. Everything's going here because their positions are all same. So just keep everyone player at different positions. So go to the other sprite and then delete the go to block here and take another one. Its positions now different here. And okay, go up here and do the same, delete this and take a new one. And now let's see how it's working. Okay, but the man is on top of the robot, so I don't want that to happen. So I'm going to keep this man a little bit here. So just go down and then just increase this like 100 or any other number. It should not be on top of 100. If you keep 200 and all, it will wait until it reaches the next level. Okay, so it's not going on top of the robot. Okay, now that's how I want it. Now let's make the sword swing. So make one variable, and after that go to control, take one if block, put it here, then take one if space key pressed, keep it here, then go to control again and keep another if block here. Okay, now just change the variable to 1, and if that variable is equal to 1, it should set costume. So switch costume to which is with that sword like this. Then duplicate this again and keep it under this, and then if it's 2, it should change costume 3. It should change to costume 3. Then it should wait for 0.1 second. Then it should switch costume to 4, and then switch costume to 1, which is its normal way like this. So then set that variable to 0 here. Okay, so one more thing, you also have to keep that variable, so it should set that variable to 0 here also at the beginning, and then untick this place. So now let's see how it's working. So when I click this place, okay, it's so fast, so just keep a wait block here, so it should be 0.1. And now let's see how it's working. When I click the space, it's coming, and when I click the space the second time, it just swings the sword. Okay, now let's make that swinging sword in this guy also. So you can just simply drag this program and drop it here. Then in this guy, just fit the program here, so that for both man it will come. Okay, so when I click the space key, okay, so let me see if it's working. Okay, that's so fast here. So let me keep this down. I'm going to keep this one first here, and then it might work. Yeah, it's working. Okay, now let's make the second room come. So just go to this guy and now keep one if block at the top and if touching edge, it should broadcast one message. I'm going to name it next. Click on OK. Then go to this room and when it review next, it should switch costume. It should just change its costume and here just duplicate this position and then you can just connect it here. You have to keep this one here. Same way for this guy and the robot. So I'm going to repeat it. You also have to keep that if touching edge. And then just drag it and drop it here in the robot so that the robot will get that program. Okay, I kept it here. Keep it here. And now let's see whether the second level is coming. So I'm going to make it go this way. Here it came. Okay, so just don't keep it here. So just keep it like this so that all of them will come at the right position. For this one also, do it like this. And for this. Okay, now let's see whether it's working properly. Okay, it's working. And now let's make the door here. So just paint one red line. It should be red. So paint one line like this. Make it a little bit sharp. Like this. Okay. Then go to code. Okay. This should go to back layer. So I'm going to keep one back layer here so you can see everything. Okay, so here I'm going to keep this door here. And now one more thing you have to do for the backdrop. Just keep one forever block here, then no need if block. And then make one more variable which is level. And click on OK. And then set level to costume number. Keep this here. So if this is the first costume, you can see it's level 1. So when I go to the second one, okay, this line is there so I cannot go the other side of it. So now it became 2. Okay, now it's working. So in this, just keep a green flag option and forever if this level variable is equal to 2, it should show. Hide at the beginning and show here. And this level I'll keep it here. Untick this. Okay, so
Okay, so when I click it's gone. So now when I go to the next level, it's showing here. Okay, now let's make that machine which the robot will sign in. Okay, and one more thing we have to do for the robot. So in the robot, if we click the space key, it doesn't need a variable, it just needs to switch its costume. So if space key pressed, it should switch costume to 2, then wait for 0.1 seconds and then change back to its normal costume. And now let's see how it's working. So I'm going to take the robot, and now let me see what happens when I click the space key. Okay, so it's doing like that. So that's how I want it to do. Okay. Okay, now let's make that machine. So I'm going to paint one sprite. Take black color. Then draw one square. And then take this red color and just make one red line here. And then take another color, yellow or any other color, and paint it next to it here. Now just duplicate this costume, and here you have to make it green. So I'm going to fill it there like this. Okay, I'm going to make that machine a little bit small, so I'm going to make it 80. Okay, that's okay for me. Okay, now it should have the same costume which the door has, this one. Just drag it and drop it here. So when I click on the green flag, okay, so it's gone. So when I go here, it's showing here. Okay, I want it like that. Now let's make this machine do something. First, it should switch costume by 1, which is this costume which is already here. And then if touching sprite 4, which is the robot, and keep an and block, and if the space key is pressed, it should switch costume to 2, which is the green light showing, and then broadcast a message, open, so that the door will open. So keep this here and set this position here at the beginning, and also keep this here, and then keep a repeat block, and then change X by 10. So let's see whether it's opening 4 like this. Okay, that's enough. So keep this there and then keep this one here. So now when I go here, okay, so still have, that might be the wrong position. We just do it again. Okay, where's that line? Okay, it's here. Okay, it's at the back layer. come to the front layer. It's somewhere here. Oh, it's hidden. Okay, so sometimes that is happening, so there might be some problem. Just to make this separate. Okay, now I know what is it. It should be open here. Okay. Now it's there. Okay, now let me see whether it's working and the robot signs in there. Okay, the doors are opening. So now let's make the drone and the robot. So I'm going to
Now let's make the enemy robot and drone.
I already drew the enemy robot and drone. I hope you can make it on your own. So this drone should have many costumes. First it should spin like this a little bit, then it should spin like that. It should go on like that. And now keep a forever block. And then keep a green flag on top of here. And then it should switch costume forever, so it will look like it's spinning. Just keep it again so it will spin a little bit more faster. So you see it's spinning this part fast, so keep 3, change costume block here. Okay. Now to make it go all over, you just need to keep a glide option. So just keep one block here, then you have to make one separate thing here. Just go to events, take another green flag option, forever it should glide towards this place, then keep it in another place. Just a minute, let me make everyone go here. Okay, now make it go here. So I'll just keep this, then I'll make it go here, then I'll take this and keep it here, so it will just go on like that. Okay, so now just go to this machine and then take this one and drop it here on this drone. So it came here. Okay, so when I click on the green flag, everything hid. It's hidden. So when I get to the next level, the drone is going all over this room. Okay, so now this little small thing should go with the drone. So forever it should go to drone 1, which is this drone. Keep a green flag option and then keep a forever here, and then keep okay, just make it separate. Keep 2 if blocks here. Okay, so just keep this man here. So if the distance to sprite 1, okay, if it's greater than this one here, so it's 89, so keep 89. Duplicate this and keep it down here, and then keep it sprite 3, which is the other guy, and then it should point towards sprite. Point towards sprite 1, which is this man, and same way for the other man. Give it sprite 3. No need it to point towards the robot. Okay, so now let's see how it is. So it's keep on going there, so keep the same program on this also. We hide. Okay, so when I go to the next room, that drone is there with that kind of small thing. Okay, now that small thing should shoot some bullets, so just paint one sprite and it should be red color, and then just draw a small line. It should be small. Okay, so this bullet should go to extreme one, which is this small thing. Okay, so take a forever block here, connect it here, and then it should repeat until touching edge. It should move 10 steps is enough. 10 steps, and before that just keep pointing direction of this one, the direction of, so just keep this one the direction of this small thing, and keep the direction here, so it's nothing good. I'll keep it here. Okay, so now just change this one, keep this here, don't delete this block, just keep an if block and then put this one inside it. Just duplicate this touching edge and keep it on this. So now, okay, it's keep on shooting, so I have to take this one here and put it there, so it's not possible. Okay, I'll just make one, so it should hide first, and then if the level is equal to 2, it should show, so I'll take this show and keep it here. So now it will work. So now it's not showing, so now it's shooting like this. Okay, so that's how I want it. So go to this man and Now let's make that lifeline. So click on make a variable and type life. Click on OK. Just click and hold this for some time. Then you see some kind of options come here, and click the second one, so it will become like this. And then keep it here. Okay, so that's how I want it. So if this lifeline is equal to, okay, first, okay, just keep it like that. So if the lifeline, okay, first I have to keep the set life by 8 or any, how much you want. So if the life is equal to 0, it should hide. Then wait for 1 second, duplicate its position, which is this one, keep it here, and then it should show. Just do the same for all. So I'll just keep it here, this one back here. Okay, now here we just, before keeping it there, you have to keep its position. So I'll duplicate this block and then delete this one here, and keep a show here, then connect it here. Do the same for the robot. So no need to duplicate it, I'll just drag it and drop it in the robot. Connect this back. Now just keep it at the top. I'll just at the top, which is this place, and then change it. Okay, so here also I have to change it. So I'll duplicate it like this here. Okay. Okay, now just keep it here. So now we have made the lifeline, it's 8. Okay, so now if any of these players are touching, if it's touching the bullet, it is sprite 8. So I'll just keep, if touching sprite 8, it should change life by -1, and then just drag it and drop it for the other person and the robot. Keep it here for all of it. Okay, so now let's make the other robot, which is this one. So I'm going to set its position to here. So I'm going to keep a green flag option, and forever just keep 2 if blocks and keep 2 greater operators here, and then keep distance. So I'll take that distance block and then keep it 100 for both. Now just keep it sprite 1 and here it should be sprite 3. So if it's greater, it should move -1 steps for both. And then it should point towards sprite 1 here, and here it should be sprite 3. And now duplicate it, keep it here, and now keep this one here so it will be lesser, and keep it 100 here. Same way here. Okay, now just keep this one, move 1 step. And now let's see how it's working. Okay, that robot, it's keep on staying there, but it's keep on going back. So just remove this, keep this one here, then keep this one here. Do same thing here also. So now let's see how it's going. It's just standing like that. Okay, so now let's make it like it. If so, at the beginning it should hide. This is not the level it should show here. So now forever, if level is equal to 2, it should show. Okay, so now that will work. So at the beginning it's not showing, so now when I go to the next level, it's coming. Okay, so it is working. So you can see that the lifeline is now kind of -30, and also I don't want that to happen. So here in the if life is equal to 0, change it. So change it to if it's lesser than 1. If this life variable is lesser than 1, this should happen. Same way for the robot and the other person, do the same. So I'll delete this, keep a less operator, make it 1 here, and for the last one I'll do it. Not this, I should delete this one, keep this one here, and keep it 1. So now it will work. So now I'm going to go, and now when it shoots me, now it's 0 and I came at the starting position, and I did a mistake here. It should be hide, not show. So let me change it. I kept show in both sides. So now I have changed it. So now it will work. So now when it shoots me, I will come at the starting. Okay, one more thing, we have not set the variable back to 8, so I have to set life to 8. Do it for all. So I have done it for this, and now for the robot I have to do it. Set life by 8. Okay. So now let's make the bullet for this robot. So now paint one sprite, just simply paint one line. No, don't just do it simply, just copy this robot and paste it here, so you'll know where you're painting that line. So I'm going to make it here, and then delete the robot here. Okay, so just leave that red line like that. Okay, so go to the big one and just drag this and drop it there. So it's not being dropped, so let's do it here. When the green flag is clicked forever, it should repeat until, and keep an F block, keep a touching block here, and if touching edge, keep it like that, and keep move 10 steps here, and then go to sprite 9. Okay, and one more thing, point in direction, and direction of sprite 9. Okay, now let's make, like, if we stab the robot or drone, everything should hide. The small thing should hide, the drone should hide, and its bullet also should hide. Same way for this robot also. So just go to this player and just go to this costume, which is when the sword is opened like this. Just make this lines a little bit more sharp so the other sprites can sense it properly. So I'm going to do it for this also. Make it a little sharp like this. Okay, now let's do the program. I'll just move this drone and everything here. I think this one's hidden. Okay. So now go to this robot and keep a green flag option, and forever keep 2 if blocks. If touching color, blue color, which is the sword's color, take it a little properly like that. So I'll do the same way for the other man's sword. Okay, so that's how I did it. Okay, so then it should hide. Go to control and then keep this stop other scripts. Keep it, just duplicate this again, just delete one, just keep this like this and keep it the script also. Now duplicate it twice and keep it here and here, and it should broadcast one message. I'll keep it for both here. Broadcast any one message. Okay, so then here just keep if so I kept 2 here, so when I repeat 2 it should, okay, I don't need it, just keep it in its bullet. So if 2 it should hide and stop the other scripts in the sprite. Just keep it. No need to stop the script because this is not in a forever loop. Okay, so if it's hidden and when we click on the green flag option, it won't show because it's like this. So just keep a show here. Keep one show here, and then keep one more thing. Forever if the level is equal to 2, if the level is equal to 2, it should show. So I'll keep show here. And now let's see how it's working. Okay, that thing is still keep on keeping. It's because I kept a show here. Show. Hide at the beginning. Okay, so it should be hide, not show. Okay, so I'm going. So still it's not okay, so it was not running that. Okay, so now it's running, so I can see that it is there and I have defeated it. Okay, so this small part is at the back layer of the drone, so I'm going to make it go to front layer. Keep it in the forever loop, so it will always go to the front layer. Okay, so now we did this one, so keep the same for the drone. I'll just drag it and drop it here. In this one, just keep another message. I'm going to keep 3 for both, and then go to this one, this thing, and then when I remove that message, it should hide and stop the other scripts. Drag it and drop it. Okay, it won't come here, so I'll make it here. Okay, so when it's reviewing this message, it should hide and stop the other scripts.